Head of National Grid, the company at the center of that firestorm for refusing natural gas hookups to thousands of New Yorkers, insists the gas shortage is real. So real, in fact, people living in Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island could face the equivalent of a blackout. CBS 2's political reporter Marcia Kramer today spoke with the company president.
We finally got into the belly of the beast, National Grid headquarters in Long Island, where the head of the company's New York operations answered questions CBS 2 has been asking for months, as thousands of customers have been denied natural gas hookups. Is there really a gas shortage?
Marcia, there is a gas shortage. There's a capacity shortage in this region.
But I wasn't satisfied with that. I wanted an answer that would make sense to the homeowners and small business owners who feel betrayed by being told the company with a monopoly to provide natural gas in Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island just can't help them. Give me numbers. What's the demand? And what's the supply?
The demand for natural gas over the next 10 years continues to grow by 10%.
The company did provide actual numbers, saying that right now demand outstrips supply by 2,100 decatherms, which in gas company parlance translates into 10,000 homes.
There's a plethora of supply, and we just can't get it to the region.
And if the New York area faces a tough winter, well, Bruckner says we could face the very real problem of the equivalent of a gas blackout, loss of service, no heat, similar to what happened in Rhode Island last winter. Are you predicting gas shortages this winter that could mean reductions in service?
The margins are very tight.
If your supply is so short and your demand is so high, could we be looking at that?
Yeah.
Since the gas moratorium began last May, 3,700 customers have been denied service. After CBS 2 started highlighting the stories of those left out in the cold, the state ordered the company to provide natural gas to 1,100. As the head of National Grid New York, when you hear some of these stories, how do you react?
All are very heartbreaking. I'm not just the president of National Grid, okay? I have many friends and many associates that are those people that want to open up a business. It does hurt. And when I see the impact on their business, and I think about it in a macro sense, and I see the economic impact that it has on a region, sure, it hurts me.
And while John Bruckner is clearly trying to convince the state to approve the pipeline, there are customers who wonder what will happen to them if they buy a house now. Will they get gas? I'll tell you what he said coming up at 6. Maurice, Natalie?
So is this as simple as the proper pipeline getting the gas here and that everybody will be happy?
Well, he says that they need this increased pipeline in order to get the amount of gas that exists. He says there's plenty of gas in the world. He just can't get it here. But, you know, there's also a question of whether this pipeline becomes obsolete as we reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. And that's what's stopping everything.
Wow. Okay. Marcia, thank you. Looking forward to 6 o'clock.